Has just a little off the mark for Kucherov, and the Avs keep it in. Stepping in late, there is Olofsson with a shot, and Vasilevsky makes his first stop of the night. Paul trying to get free, uses that big frame to shelter the puck, and now it's Bjorkstrand back to the line. Moved across to Crozier. Crozier to the net, and it's off the blocker. Wedgwood up in the air and batted off the end boards. A stretch of 12 games to only 2 at home, and this is one of them. Here they come back into the line. Long slap shot and a glove save made calmly by Scott Wedgwood. Near side, McKinnon snaps that pass down low. This is Martin Necas. Back the line for McKinnon. Long shot, save Vasilevsky. Rebound, Necas. Victor Olofsson keeps the puck moving and knocks it back to the line. Here's Burns with a shot. Glove save made by Vasilevsky. McKinnon sets it up for Necas. Necas around the top and shot save again by Vasilevsky.
Necas is a heck of a player. They got him from Carolina.
He was part of that 3-team deal last season that sent Mikko Rantanen briefly to Carolina. Here's a chance in the slot. Backhander. Rebound gathered up by Makar. Sends it back to the line. Here's Cale Makar. Makar waiting for the top. He's not going to get it. Sent back down low. McKinnon circling all around. Makar at the top. Necas now near side. Pass flipped across. Radish out of the box. There's the drive. Another stop made by Vasilevsky just as the power play expires. Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Colorado has now won all 8 faceoffs to start this game. Long shot tipped right in front. Saved by Vasilevsky again. Carries that puck in. Leaned on by Solovyov. There's a quick shot that goes just wide. Radish towards the net. Wedgwood the save. Back up top. Gergensons is high. Cirelli back the other way. Cirelli cutting in. Drops it. One off. Chernak shoots. Wedgwood the save. And there's no rebound.
He attached with such gusto. I mean, he puts the pedal down and goes, I'm going to the net. Oops, no, I'm not. So he drives the defenseman back really deep. And then Chernak, moving up on the play, gets lots of room and time in order to do it. But you have to sell like you're going to drive wide. And Cirelli, one of the best in the business in the last many years that he's played out in the East Coast. And Brock Nelson taking advantage of it.
4 goals in his last 5, including a couple of game winners. Burns with a drive, saved by Vasilevsky. Quick pass up the middle. Here comes Gonzalez. And shoots. Oh! Got through Wedgwood and out the other side. And just wide. Lighting battling for the puck. Work it back to Dastu. Dastu with a move. Finds some space in there. And Wedgwood again makes the stop. Battling for it. Gets it to Gergensons. Gergensons. Moser across quickly to Radish. His wrist shot easy picking for Wedgwood.
But I didn't know it was 16-1. And just the way he answered, like, okay, we haven't done enough yet to be as good as that team.
Look out. Here's Radish with a bomb and a glove save made by Wedgwood.
When they hit, they are hitting hard for keeps.
Another interception there by Radish. Leaks to that. Shot by Point and a good save by Wedgwood on Braden Point. It was a goal. And that cycle was broken up by Carlisle, but now knocked down by Dre again. Cross-ice feed. Snapshot there from Colton. And a save made by his old teammate Vasilevsky. Separated the coverage a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Here he is. Radish with a shot. Glove save made by Wedgwood.
Missed a chance. He got it and shot it and just missed on the far side. But then what that did is look where the defenders are. All 4 of them are like, okay, no more Brayton Point. Well, that leaves the 100-mile-an-hour guy from...
Lots of pressure on this man advantage. In the corner, Gensel. Back to Kucherov at the top. Gensel now walks it out, shoots, and Wedgwood square to the shot. We're well into the final minute. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Radish off the draw. He gives to Kucherov. Here's Gensel. Walks out. Shoots. Scores! Jake Gensel. Another power play goal. And the Lightning lead it 1-0.
Brayton Point. They cut down on that. They showed you Kucherov shooting. So they're starting to move over to him. No, they don't want Radish to shoot. Look how much time and room Jake Gensel has. Kucherov says, okay, fine. We shifted you over. Made you adjust to those other guys. We still got one more. He hurt you.
19th goal of the season for Jake Gensel. Into the middle, it's picked on quickly and dumped back in by Drury. Flip back into the corner. Sharp angled shot, handled by Vasilevsky, knocked aside. Centered attempt, just over the stick. of the Avalanche forward. That is Taylor Makar, who is the younger brother of Cale. Right there, number 16. Sent across the line. Long shot. High off the glass. Puck stays in play. As his fourth line for the Avs. Getting to work here in the forecheck. Bardakov with a hit. Saved by Vasilevsky. Rebound! Bardakov tucks it home. Reached around, and that was tucked in on the far side there by the Avalanche.
Parker Kelly, I think, ends up with this. It came out in front. Vasilevsky makes a save or two, but then he's down and out and can't get back to the near side post. But look at the constant pressure. That's where Vasi trying to get back. Carlisle helps out, but the puck pops out at exactly the right time to Parker Kelly. Look at Vasi trying to do everything. You got to hand it to Bardakov there. That's a heck of a move under pressure to get that one around the corner. And the Lightning with a couple of goalies in the crease, but can't find the handle.
Now here's McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon finds the open man, trailing in a shot. Stopped there by Vasilevsky from Girard. Inside the blue line for Cirelli. Dastu quickly into the corner. In front, head goes up. Cirelli! Open net, and he can't find it. And that whole line will change for the Avalanche. At center, Malinsky now. He's got a lane. Takes the shot up high. Vasilevsky. He'll stop it. So face off deep in the Lightning zone now to the left of Andrei Vasilevsky. Lightning started very slow in the face-off circle. They picked up the pace, but Avalanche won that one. This one's cut off and dumped back in by Manson. Back up the wall. Pushed out there by Paul. Snapped back in and around by Colorado. At the line, Malinsky. His shot gets through, and Vasilevsky ready for that. Gonzalez back to James. James deep in the corner. Gonzalez, quick shot. Saved by Wedgwood. Moser. Girard. Banks that one to open space. Solovyov around the boards. Held in by the Lightning again. Slowed up by Wedgwood. Now picked up by James. The rookie off the boards. Gets it back. Radish. Slap pass. Just into the reach of Paul. Moser the point wrister on the way. Bouncing puck. Knocked aside by Wedgwood after he made the initial stop. Look out! Kucherov almost stepped in.
Well, part of power plays in the second period is to move the puck around and get the defenders tired because they're so far from the bench.
And the Avalanche get one right back and take the lead. Makar gave it to Nelson, and the Avs lead 2-1.
It's got something on it, but it's not the type of shot that normally goes in. Maybe it was end over end and fooled them deceptively. Maybe a little bit off the stick there of Chernak. Maybe we'll see a better look here. And Vasi just gets fooled. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, that's a really good look, guys. Chernak gets a piece of it. Look at him tweak it up and change it. Vasi's expecting something coming more right at him.
McKinnon high in the zone, drops this one off across to Makar. Makar slides there for a big save. Vasilevsky on Natchez. Robson on the far side, carries that one in deep, helped out by Gore. Pushed around to Radish. Radish drops it back. Shot from Holmberg, and that one was blocked. Radish with a drive. That does not get through. Here's Gord again with time. In front, scores! Tapped in by Girgensons. Tie game.
Yanni Gord said to me weeks ago, he said, yeah, we have time in the offensive zone, but we have to get it in a scoring area. Yanni makes a heck of a play, but Girgensons makes the real play. Watch him move from the outside to the inside of Cale Makar, and Cale Makar's not quite ready for it. You can see Makar's reaction afterwards. He thinks, oh, he's behind me. Oh, no, he's in front of me. The timing of the pass is perfect.
Vasilevsky got a piece of that tricky snapshot from Gridley. Now here comes Gensel in, rebound, oh, and it didn't go as Wedgwood recovered and may have gotten a piece on the second opportunity by Jake Gensel.
33 years old. Let's watch this first save he's going to make on Gensel. And he's in good position on the second one. The second one goes off the side.
Now it's points back to Dastu. Across, Crozier. Kucherov trying to cut back on Nelson. Nelson doing well enough to get baited into a penalty. Here's Crozier, drops up. Hagel scores! Brandon Hagel gives the Lightning the lead. It's 3-2.
Kucherov's going to get it. He's spinning like a top in the corner. He takes two guys to him. That's where Crozier comes in. He's bold. He's brave. He steps in, takes advantage of two guys going to number 86, and then he makes the move and the pass across. There's Crozier, makes the pass across to Hagel down low. Hagel spins. Such a difficult play for the goaltender to square up on. He has to make sure that Crozier doesn't shoot.
It does not go away. Here's James in front. Olwich with a save. In tight and a great opportunity there. Here's Gustu with a shot. It goes wide. You're right. This is a battle. The intensity level still way up. Now it's Hagel again. Hagel with a step. Shoots! Stopped by Wedgwood. Nelson with the win. Pulls it back. Here's Makar again. Makar with a shot. Loose puck. Vasilevsky comes across on Nelson. He was right there. Vasilevsky standing his ground. Radish up ahead. There's an empty net to shoot at. Cirelli. Bingo! Empty net goal for Anthony Cirelli. 4-2.
In good position. A big part of it. Darren Radish again. Good body position. Getting to a loose puck. He's the one that moved it up.